Hi, welcome back. I'm Cathy, and if you're looking for a review today, we don't have one, but we will have 2 next week. So come back and check us out then. As you can see in the title, this is our question and answer video. A few weeks ago, we asked viewers for questions they might have about us because we had a few requests to do a Q&A, and if we had enough questions, we would do it. So we did get a lot of questions. So because we got a lot of questions, it's a pretty long video. In the description below, we'll put the question and then the time, and you can just click on that and go to that part of the video. However, there was one question that we forgot. I'm not sure how we forgot it because I thought it was pretty funny. The question was Cathy designated to be the hold the product up to the camera girl? No, I was not. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. It just kind of worked that way. I edit the videos, so I just want to make sure you can see the product. We should probably really be using 2 cameras, but we're not. So that's just what I do right now. But I thought that was pretty funny. So thank you for the questions, and after watching the video, if you have any more, please comment below and we will do our best to answer those.
So, ready to get started, Cathy?
Question number 1. How did we meet?
And let me preface this with Cathy has a much better memory than I do, because when we talked about this, I thought it was one thing and she reminded me it was another. So
we have a community swimming pool in our neighborhood, and we met in the baby pool.
Yep.
Our daughters were getting ready to start kindergarten, and we were talking about that, and that's how we first met.
And we live, what, 1/8 of a mile from each other? It's not even that
Not
far.
even
We're
that.
not next door neighbors. We're not even 2 streets over neighbors. I'm more like 4 streets. I'm on the next hill.
Right. She's in the front, I'm in the back.
Right.
So.
So we met through that, and then our kids obviously go to school together, and our daughters are the same grade. Our sons are a year apart. So when did you all start making videos? And that was August of 2016.
Yes.
I think the concept started before that, but it took us a little while.
Right.
So who decided to start the channel?
That would be me.
And what inspired you, Cathy?
I was at Kroger one day. Not that I like Kroger, but I was there. I was looking for a protein bar. I'm in the aisle. There's health foods everywhere. I thought, how am I gonna know what's good? I know Rachel, there's one that she likes, and I was like, oh, should I get that one? So then I thought, there should be a channel about health food items that taste. And I thought, my kids don't watch TV at all. They watch YouTube.
As do mine.
And my husband has a couple of YouTube channels that he watches. So I thought,
but they don't watch ours. I know, right?
So I thought, I texted Rachel. I said, do you want to start a YouTube channel reviewing health food items? I think your reply was, sure.
Why not?
And then I thought, that means I have to be on camera. I don't like to be on camera. I have probably hid from the camera all my life. I don't like the way I look on camera. I don't like pictures of me.
Which is just silly, because you look great on camera.
I don't like my voice. I don't like... But then I thought, okay, you're being ridiculous. I think fear stops a lot of people from doing things in life. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it, and hopefully it shows my kids that, just because you're scared to do something, just do it anyway. I think that's the one thing you said about your kids that you wanted for them more than anything was not to be afraid.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if you want to do something, I know a lot of things when I was younger I didn't do because I was too scared.
Right.
Flying on airplanes or traveling or getting outside my comfort zone.
You're scared about what's going to happen, what people are going to say. And it started, like I said, with want to do health food things, and I thought,
and then it morphed very quickly.
That's going to get boring really fast.
Because you can only try so many protein bars.
Right. And I knew Rachel loved as seen on TV products, and she likes gadgets, and so I was like, okay, well, this is a good excuse to buy them and to try them.
Exactly.
And then it turned into the food. Food, because I always like to try new things, but then I always feel guilty for trying new things.
We see all those recipes on Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram and all that, and we're like, okay, we're going to give them a shot and say, are they as easy as they look? And most times than not, they're not.
And new things come out, at the, fast food places or wherever, and so it's an excuse to try them, really.
You're making me hungry, and we haven't done a mukbang in a while, so thanks.
That was
basically
it. And And I hope, my thing was about all these products is, okay, the infomercials seem awesome and make all these products seem amazing.
Yeah.
But let's be realistic. We have learned that, and I hate to see people waste their money on these items. So that was our goal, was to help people save money and not, and just give our 2 cents and hopefully help you make a better decision than just watching an infomercial.
That's right.
When everything looks so
amazing. And we've kind of morphed out of all as seen on TV. Just and Cathy's geared more towards the as seen on TV products. I'm just geared for whatever I've just purchased, just because I'm going to buy it anyway. I would rather see someone else that's used a product and share my experiences with it, because I think I'm just an average person. I'm no different. I'm no smarter. I'm no better than anybody. And if I can make it work or not make it work, I think that I'm pretty average. And I think it's just, I think I'm a pretty impartial judge on it. So, so for me, it's just sharing my experiences with products that I was going to buy anyway, that I was going to use anyway. And I think that kind of structures our approach to this as well. So, and then problems that we face, and I think that'll go into what else we do outside of this. So, I think the issue's time. That's the biggest thing, because, and we'll explain that why later. So, are we both from Nashville?
No, I am from Kentucky. I am from Louisville or Louisville. No, that's not correct. It's Louisville or Louisville, Louisville.
Have you ever heard that joke? How do you spell the capital of Kentucky?
Right.
Is it
no? How do you say it?
How do you say it? Louisville or Louisville? And it's Frankfurt.
Yes. So yes, that's where I grew up, and then I moved to Florida for 11 years, and then I transferred with my husband's job to Nashville. So.
And I am from a small town about an hour east of Nashville. It's called Defeated. And the joke is, my dad is from Defeated, my mom is from Difficult, and they're about a mile apart. My whole family lives in Smith County, which is where I'm from. It's like I said, it's an hour outside of Nashville. But I moved to Nashville as a young adult, and my husband and I got married, and I've lived in Ohio, I've lived in North Carolina, and then we moved back here. So I've moved around a little bit, so I've experienced what it's like to move into going from the South to the Midwest, and then I'm coming back. So I've got lots of friends all over the country. So. Where did we go to school?
I went to a small school in Louisville. It was Sullivan College at the time. It's now a university, but for baking and pastry arts. So I have done a lot of, I used to do cakes.
Yes, that's why all of her baking projects are so amazing. I went to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and I have a Bachelor of Science in Communications. So many, many years ago. Which I guess I use that now, don't I? The irony is that it's in public relations journalism, so that's writing. So when you think, oh yeah, communications, they have a YouTube channel. No, writing. So what is the worst product you have reviewed?
Probably the worst, and I did not return it, because I think I ordered it on Amazon, but it was the third part. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was the Fix-A-Zipper.
That was
It did not work at all.
No.
I think if we've gotten 2 or 3 comments that says, "Oh, I got it to work." I actually have a feeling. I think they have a different product, because I think there's something very similar to it but I don't think it's the same. Because the majority of people said, "Oh, I wish I would have watched," or majority of comments say, "I wish I would have watched this first. I just wasted my money." I've gotten a lot of those, and I think a lot of them are sold maybe like on Wish or one of those type websites, because they say they're coming directly. Because I said, "Oh, maybe you should return it," and they'll be like, "Oh, well, it's coming from China."
Yeah, it wasn't even that expensive to start with, was it?
I think they were like $10.
Yeah,
but they did not work. But another.
We did the Bacon Express toaster.
Yeah.
I did return that because it was a piece of crap. Sorry. You can go back and see our review.
This little guy was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It worked, but it was very quiet. It was bad, but it's now on clearance at Target. So there's a reason for that.
Pop Chef. I actually ended up giving that to a friend of ours, her daughters, because I wanted it to do one thing, but it
That
didn't.
was to make the like
Yeah.
edible arrangement type.
Right, and we fit our videos in here and there, and that one I was doing before we were doing a party.
That was my
So I was
Christmas party.
and I was already a little frazzled trying to do that in a hurry, but I had practice with it, so it just didn't. Even the practice didn't go well. So it was just kind of a really big thumbs down. But I gave it away, and I think they were happy. And hopefully, I haven't heard if they made it work or not. So hopefully they did.
Okay, the best product we have reviewed. All right,
Which
those
I think this also goes maybe to the ones that we use all the time too. I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
about
probably
you.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Ours are different than
Ours are different. Mine is this thing that's on the back of my phone, the Whiz Gear attachment. So it holds my phone in the car magnetically, and I use that every day. Every time I get in the car, I use that. And then my Hydrate 2.0, the Spark. I've been using this now for almost 2 months. For all of you doubters, for all of you that were like, oh, I would be interested to see if she's still using it after 30 days. Well, haha, I am. And I could show you the chart to prove it, but Cathy's seen it and she'll vouch for me. It has increased my water intake and I feel great. Not that it's the water, but it's really helped me. It did what it said, and I'm still continuing to use it. I have replaced the batteries like 3 times, so that it kind of eats those batteries, but I love it and I'm okay with that. So.
Okay, my favorite. I use it every single day.
It's because you do laundry every single day.
Well, it's the Eco Egg.
Yeah. Are you still on the same balls?
Yeah. So Eco Egg. I think this is the best. I never want to use laundry detergent again. And if the Eco Egg company needs a representative in the U.S., I would be happy to be a spokesperson for the Eco Egg, because I love this. Love it. Somebody commented today how much they've been using theirs for like 5 years and absolutely love it. And I agree. I think it's great. My clothes.
I never bought one. I think I'm gonna have
You
to
need to
go.
buy one.
I know.
Love this. The Rocky Mountain Tumbler. Not that I think this is better than the Ozark Trail or the Yeti, but it's just something I use every day.
Yeah.
The red copper pan. However, I am not good about following directions, especially for the non-stick. I guess with pans, you're supposed to let it cool before you wash. There's all kinds of things you're supposed to do to keep this non-stick. This is no longer non-stick. I put butter in it.
Not at all.
No, no.
Feels it.
Well, I mean,
it's not.
It feels great and it looks like it's in great shape, but no, it is not non-stick at all. I cook my eggs in it every morning and I put butter in it first, so not non-stick, but I do use it every day, and it's a good pan. I mean, non-stick, no, but I think if you take care of it, our friend
It'll
James
take care of you.
Yes, our friend James from Freaking Reviews, he's great about
Taking care of that pan.
Taking care of that pan, and he says his is still non-stick. So there's that. So I guess if you take care of it, like you said, it takes care of you.
It takes care of you. Going on down. And this is funny because it came from a friend of mine. What are your interest hobbies? More along the line of your skills, cake decorating, design, cooking, party planning, etc.
I would say the cake decorating.
She's phenomenal. She really is. That's why the pie caking and the chocolate strawberries. She's too modest. She's wonderful at it. So, do you have any hobbies too? You do watch YouTube. You do watch YouTube videos besides doing ours.
Yeah.
She does the majority of the research and watching other folks' YouTube videos, and so that's hers. Interest in hobbies. I used to like to do party planning, and in a prior life I did that professionally, and I do enjoy it. I don't really have time to do it anymore, so I don't. But for my hobbies, and there's another question, what's our obscure niche hobby? So I'll save one of the hobbies I do for that. But I do like to read, and I love historical fiction. I love history. It's part of the reason we've traveled to Europe so much, is I really like the historical aspect there. And so, like, I love Outlander. I've read all the books. Philippa Gregory books, all of that. So when I have time, I read them. I'm also obsessive, and I can't put them down. And then I have book hangovers when they're over. And
see, I'm more like with like Netflix, where
yeah,
I binge
you watch
an
shows.
episode and then I get
yeah.
And then I get depressed, it's like
Yeah,
over. It's like
yeah.
House of Cards. Well, that's just totally screwed now. But,
Yeah,
it's like I binge watch.
We did Orange is the New Black for a while, but it stopped.
It's like when you binge watch and then
you gotta wait.
And then you wait.
Yeah.
And then I started watching. I haven't caught up yet.
Yeah, like shows. I'm not even really big. I mean, I record a few Food Network shows, and like when I eat breakfast on Saturday morning, I will watch Pioneer Woman, who I adore. But my husband and I kind of our Sunday night routine, is we watch HBO shows. So he's really big into Game of Thrones. He loves it. He's read all the books. I like Veep. Veep is my favorite. At one time I worked in politics, and it's so true, and it's so
That's why
awesome.
you would like House of Cards.
I know. I just couldn't commit. Kevin Spacey, ever since he did that American Beauty movie, he's like weirded me out.
Are you weirded out even more?
I totally am. See, I was right to be weirded out. I mean, I don't know. He makes me nervous. So yeah, I couldn't.
That's okay. If you haven't seen it, it's a great show. It is.
Maybe I'll get into it sometime. All right. Christy over at Christy's Cooking Channel, who we love.
Yes, she's great. She's super sweet, and if you love a Southern accent, she has Rachel beat on that.
She's awesome. I love to listen to her, and she has some great recipes. Please make sure you go over and check her out. But her question for us: what's the biggest cooking fail we've had? And I wasn't sure. I'm like, do you mean on the show or outside of the show?
I would say outside.
And outside
of the show. We
show.
haven't done too much.
And I would say we're pretty decent cooks. I mean, if I screw up, I just revamp it into something else.
Well, mine would be, and it's really not a fail. It was more when my husband and I first together, I made salmon croquettes, salmon patties one night for dinner. Mm-hmm. He hated them. I thought, Google's listening, but he hated them. I thought they were good. I grew up eating them. I like them. He hated them, and till this day, every once in a while, they're still brought up, and I have not made them again. So awesome. That really wasn't a fail. It's just he didn't like it. Yeah.
One time it was funny because right after we got married, Bob had, I grew up in the South. My husband did not. We had different types of fruit cobblers, and he came up with this obscure. He's like, "Have you ever had a pear cobbler?" And I'm like, "No."
Pear cobbler.
That's what I'm saying. Well, at that time, we lived in Ohio. We had just got married. We moved to Ohio, and flying back and forth, I'd read magazines on the plane. And I'm on the plane one night, and sure enough, Southern Living, of all places, had a pear cobbler recipe. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. Well, there was only two of us. I didn't want to make this huge pear cobbler, and so I thought that I adjusted the ingredients. Well, it had fresh ginger, and I had never cooked with fresh ginger before. Well, I didn't adjust the fresh ginger properly. And the first bite, oh my God, it was so bad. It was so bad. And he will usually suffer through, like if I burn a steak or something, which doesn't happen often, but it does. That was the absolute worst thing. I couldn't even fix it with like ice cream or anything. It was awful, just awful. So pear cobbler, no. All right, so how did you all come up with 2 Cent Chicks?
I think we were coming up with names, and
we used to walk every day.
We were just, the whole idea of the show or the channel was to give our opinion, our 2 cents.
That's right.
And we're 2 cent women, 2 cent.
But we were a little concerned about the connotation of a 2-bit.
2-bit, yeah. So,
variety of a prostitute.
But we went with it anyway.
Right, and we were hoping nobody would.
Nobody said anything.
Nobody said anything, and now you guys all will. But we were like, well, it's just, I'll give you my 2 cents.
Right.
And we'd use that phrase to one another at different times, or here's my opinion or whatever. Right. And we're like, well, there's 2 of us, 2 cents.
Well,
2 cent chicks,
Right.
We molded over for several weeks because that was what held us up. I think
the biggest thing too was how to spell it.
Yes.
Did we write out cents? Did we put the 2
money sign?
Right.
Because not only is it for the YouTube, but it's also like an email. It's a website. Right. It's Facebook. it's all of those things. How did we want to spell it? So we tried to keep it consistent where we could, and
Yeah.
we tried.
Like email, it has to be spelled out.
Yeah, it has to be spelled out. So, do you ever get recognized while out on your travels?
Well, around town, around Christmas time,
Yeah.
I did get noticed twice. They happened to be friends of Rachel's, but I had never met them through Rachel, but they
Right.
knew me from the channel.
Right.
So,
Right, because I have like 900 Facebook friends.
she grew up around here.
Yeah, and I know people, and I've been involved in other organizations, and so I know my husband jokes that there's no way I know all those people. In fact, I actually do. There are only 2 people on my Facebook friends list that I do not know personally. And while we're on that subject, and please don't have your feelings hurt, I don't accept friend requests from viewers. And not because I don't love y'all, I love y'all, but I want to keep a little bit of it private to protect, because I post a lot of pictures of my kids and my husband, and I just respect their privacy to people that we know very, very well. So that's why if you've sent me one, please don't think I'm a snob or I'm mean. I just don't do that. So
And you weren't recognized at the gym. When you were recognized one time. This was early on, and someone said, "You're the one
you
who
do the
does
videos." Yeah, it's only been one time.
Yeah.
Somebody that I didn't know already. Because
Right.
at the gym, usually we all know each other.
Right,
But
but you
this
didn't know
time,
her.
I did not know her. Yeah. But I don't even know how she had seen it. Did you post it like on a local group or?
I think we had
I
posted.
think, yeah. So, I think that's how. But I mean, yeah, we're approaching 4,000 subscribers at this point. So,
Yeah.
and you guys are all over the world. So, what I would really love is to be walking through Paris and have someone come up and go, "Oh,
One day.
one day." We can only dream. So that's why we always ask you to share us with your friends. So, what is the strangest product you've bought off of Amazon? And we had to think outside of what we've ordered for the channel.
I don't really have anything that's strange.
I am completely surprised, but the variety of things you can order off
Yes.
of Facebook. So,
Amazon.
or Amazon, sorry, Amazon. I actually ordered a paddle boat one time and had it delivered to a property and to a vacation rental, and it wasn't Prime, but it did show up. I mean, I had to be there to accept delivery on it, but it did show up. It was exactly what they said it was, and yeah, it was cool, and it was very competitive price-wise too. So
You can even buy like those container homes, those little apartment containers.
Oh,
You
really?
can buy
A
those
tiny
on-
home? You can
Yes,
buy tiny homes on Amazon?
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I did do the services feature a couple of months ago and had someone clean my house.
Oh.
You prepay. We haven't really reviewed that. I mean, I only
That was
did
on
it the
Amazon.
one
I thought
time.
that was Tackle.
No, it was Amazon.
Oh.
Through Amazon Services, like they have a feature where you can hire a handyman or a person to clean your house. And from what I understood with the lady that came and cleaned my house, it's just a way to kind of get introductory business, because I think they pay a portion of it to Amazon. So that would be
I see.
another. It's not a product; it's a service. But Amazon also offers that service, so maybe that's something we should review in the
that's
future.
interesting.
I mean, it's kind of hard because it's not a tangible thing.
Right.
It's a service.
That would
so
be different whoever came to your house. pretty much.
exactly. Do you have any obscure, weird, niche hobbies?
Oh, pretty plain. Pretty vanilla. Maybe the fact we have a YouTube channel, maybe that's
That's
just not.
Cathy's. I think that's a lot of your time.
You know, but that's obscure. I mean, not everyone has one.
That's right.
So
I do genealogy, again, with my love of history. I've been working on my family's genealogy on and off probably for 20-something years now. I started in my early 20s.
Wow.
And it's one of those things where I do it when I have time, and I'll do it for a couple months, and then I can't do it anymore. So I haven't done it in a while, but I'm hoping to find some time and do a little bit of work on it here coming up pretty soon. So this is for you, Cathy.
Yeah.
Does
Where's-
your dog?
Oh my!
Does your dog
dogs.
just sit under the table waiting to be fed?
Yes, yes, she does. And it's funny because if Rachel just shows up and we're just talking, I mean, she'll want to, Rachel to pet her or whatever at first. But if we're just talking for a while, she won't make a peep. Not a peep.
Turn
We
the
hit
camera on.
play.
Or
We
record.
hit record, and she's barking. She like wants attention.
She wants to go outside. She wants a snack.
She wants food.
And she's over there looking at us right
I know you're talking about me. But yeah,
look at her. She's literally, she stopped walking to turn and look at us. And you didn't, I don't think you even said her name. Oh, and here she comes. So it's not that she's waiting to be fed. Cathy feeds her regularly. She just wants attention.
Yes.
So she's really sweet and really, really smart. And she loves me. I have to be calm around her because I get her worked up.
She likes to pee when she gets excited.
I know, so I have to
meet her outside.
She has to, so that Lacey can do her things.
Right.
And she's definitely here because I said her name.
I'll say worst food we have reviewed. Would have to say the spotted dick.
Yep. Spotted dick was gross.
I think, to be fair,
Well, wait a minute. I haven't liked a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But they said worst.
And we had to agree, so let's pick
and
one.
there is the Rachel face, so that people refer to. I think
I have a lot of them, I think. I'm like, I don't know which one.
Somebody commented the other day that it was the Oreos, and she goes, yeah, and then my daughter made the Rachel face.
I'm going to trademark that.
You should, the Rachel face. Yeah, the spotted dick. But to be fair, a lot of the comments we have said, you have to make it from scratch, and you have to have it with the custard, and so we probably didn't give it a fair review.
Fair shake.
But coming out of the can,
Yeah.
most things out of the can aren't going to be as good as
Yeah, and we got a lot of grief over our German foods review.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, yeah.
Germans are serious. I knew that.
Oh well, apparently 80% of Germans do not like us. So yeah.
Who said that?
Oh, somebody commented.
They said 80%.
They said
oh,
they
that's
can't
right.
even watch us. Something about us being dumb.
Thanks.
And I said, I try to be polite. I don't.
I don't respond. And that's a good thing.
Okay, I try to be nice. I mean, the part of starting the channel is, yes, you have to take these comments, and that's another thing I wanted to show my kids. Okay, even though somebody is going to make a rude comment, try to tear you down or whatever, you just have to look past it and realize,
No,
they're not worth your time. And yeah, so he said that he couldn't even watch, that, we were pretty much stupid. And I said, oh, okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but did you feel the need to comment that? Well, I'm just saying what 80% of German, or I don't know if he was German or what, but it was on that video that's what they think. I was like, oh,
Okay.
80%? Wow. Okay.
maybe they're making fun of us at this moment. Like,
Maybe.
pulling us up like, oh, did you see these two American chicks that reviewed German
Well,
food?
thanks for watching.
That's right. We're so glad you watched.
appreciate
Please
it.
like, share, and comment.
Yes,
like and share with your friends.
Yeah, you can hate us if you just want to
That's
watch.
right. Just hit like.
We get the views.
Speaking of the likes, every time we post a video, within less than 10 minutes, we have a thumbs down. We don't know who it is, and that's okay. That's okay. We're looking for it now. So.
It's still an engagement.
That's right.
And it helps our channel. So
that's right. Thank you for that thumbs down. Every single time. But yeah, I mean, and we're just trying to, and going back to the German foods, when I went there, I brought food back. I'm not professing to be an expert on it, and neither are you.
No,
we're just trying a sample gift basket that came back from there. And one of our commenters posted a huge long thread, and if you're really interested in German food, go read his comments, because he very nicely explained some of the terms and the sausages and stuff, and I really appreciated that, because at least it opened up a dialogue and an opportunity to educate people.
You're dumb.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for correcting us, because again, we're just trying to open up a dialogue and show you a glimpse of what we're doing in our lives, and hey, maybe this will help you and maybe it won't, but
and if you don't like us, that's fine. You don't have to like us. Not everyone's going to like us. We don't like everyone, and that's fine. Yeah. But you just move on.
That's okay.
I don't know why people have the need to comment.
They're just haters. Haters gonna hate.
I guess.
You gotta shake it off. Shake it off. For me, the most hated food was that spotted dick. Yeah.
Oh,
I just think it's so funny saying it.
Well, the chip.
Oh yeah, that chip, and we've caught crap over that too. Oh, we didn't try enough of that one chip challenge.
I don't want to go to the hospital, because
I didn't either.
I've heard of many people going to the hospital over that chip, and it's
not worth it.
Obviously, everyone's taste buds are different and react differently to hot food, and we're not spicy food eaters, so.
Well, I mean, we eat Mexican, but we eat them.
But it's not
Americanized.
And it's mild.
Mild, yeah.
So. For everyone, for people to, okay, I'm sorry we didn't eat the whole chip, but,
we weren't going to.
I wasn't going
No.
to. I was not
No.
going to end up in the hospital.
No.
And,
And while we'll always, do the best that we can on a review, I'm glad she didn't make me eat the whole thing. That would have been
would've
just,
killed me.
especially on New Year's Eve. Jeez,
Right,
can you imagine
right.
me going to the emergency room on New Year's Eve
And
for that chip?
someone my husband works with, him and his wife did it, and she made him take her to the hospital. She
really?
felt that bad, yes. So
That's terrible.
I don't regret it. Y'all can give us, we have a lot of negative comments, a lot of thumbs down, but we have a lot of views on that one. So
That's right. So what?
Thanks for watching.
That's right. Make sure you share that with your friends,
Right,
even
right.
if you're
Yeah, you can
making
make fun of us
us.
if you want. That's fine.
Oh, but back to that German one, because I'm like fixated on that now. If you want to educate us, please feel free to send us your German delicacies for us to try. And if you'd like to bring us back to Germany and, interview us on TV while we try German foods, feel free to nominate us for any shows that do that. So you just let us know. All right. What do we do for a living? Was Rachel a former beauty queen? Was Cathy a fitness coach? Oh, there's nothing quite like that question that'll make your day, right? Thank you. That's right. And I think this goes back to one of our biggest challenges is that for what I do for a living, my husband and I are real estate investors, and I am the managing broker of a real estate firm in Nashville. And the beauty of that is that I can set my own hours and I have a flexible schedule. The downside is that sometimes my schedule controls me, depending upon the market and what I've got going on. So for that goes back to what's one of the biggest challenges is that finding time to devote to this is very hard for me. So that's what I do.
I worked up to the time I had kids, and then I stay-at-home mom, and I've done other stuff like, watched my neighbor's son. I've made purses. I've done cakes. I, decorate cookies and cakes, and kind of got out of doing the cakes because I guess I don't charge enough. But,
she doesn't charge enough, and she's really, really talented.
And it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work if you're not at a bakery where they have everything you need right there. It's a lot of work. So basically, I was making under $4 an hour. So I said that really it's not worth it to me. So I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and make even less money.
That's right. So with that said, this is Cathy's job, is our channel, and she makes it work, and she does the research and gets everything together, does all the editing. And yeah, I'm a shitty co-host sometimes because all I can do is show up and participate in the conversation. But this is what Cathy does, and she does a great job at it. She puts a lot of work into it, and I think it's something that you can do wherever you can take it with you, because believe it, she does the editing on her phone, so she can be sitting at the ballpark doing her editing, or in the pickup line, which we both do editing. And so I think it's good from that standpoint for you, because you're not stuck to an oven.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you're not stuck to an oven.
Right. and I enjoy doing it. And the thing...
And she's self-taught.
That, about the channel, it's like when we started it, I thought we would get comments, people saying, thank you,
Yeah.
That I did expect. The comments, and the rude comments, I expected those too. But the ones that have surprised me are the ones that people say they look forward to our videos.
I know.
That they, we make their week. Somebody commented one day that, they had a crappy day at work and never thought they were going to laugh again. They came home and watched our video and it made them laugh. I was like, I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's not something I expected
to
come out of this channel at all. I don't know why. I just thought
and
they're trying to provide, our 2 cents.
That's right. And there's a lot of you guys, you comment all the time, and we do look forward to that. And when you don't, we're like, where are they?
Did we say something?
Did we
upset
them?
Somebody?
Like,
a little paranoid.
Shout out to Bobby YouTube, because he's disappeared.
Yes.
And bless him, he sent me.
He did.
He sent me a Dyson fan/heater. And I love it, because I just mentioned in comments that I always wanted one. And
it was on the Dyson hairdryer.
Yeah, and then I had always wanted one.
Hint to her husband.
Yeah, I want that.
He contacted me and he said, would Rachel really want it?
Yeah.
I've had it sitting here for 2 years.
Yeah.
I said yes.
And he didn't like it.
I offered to buy it. I offered for shipping,
Yeah.
and he refused. He does want a T-shirt, so we gotta get.
We got to get some T-shirts made. But thank you, Bobby, and I really appreciated that. And I use it all the time. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect that. And yeah, that was so. And Cathy just called one day and said I have a spray. She didn't even tell me it was coming, and it showed up, and I was just like, oh, she couldn't film it because I had on no makeup and sweaty. I looked awful. But I was like, oh my gosh, that was so sweet. And so we do pay attention to the comments. I mean, we're approaching 4,000. It is still.
And the people that have sent us chips to try.
Yes.
And boxes.
The Australia box.
That was something I never expected would happen.
And the suggestions. People, we thought we were going to be stuck trying to come up with all the ideas. And yeah, sometimes it is hard. But you guys keep us going. You guys will notice things that we've said or done that we probably didn't even notice that we did. I do know that I need to wear a bib, by the way.
So was Rachel a former beauty queen?
That is so funny and so thoughtful. Ironically, I'm a curly-headed brunette. So I'm not a former beauty queen. I have been in many, I hesitate to say many because there's probably less than a dozen pageants in my youth.
Okay, that's a dozen more than I've been in.
So I was always a bridesmaid, but never a bride. So not always, because it took a little while for me to get the hang of it because I hate being in front of crowds. This doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. Being in front of a crowd, having to give a speech scares the heck out of me, and I am awful. If I did that, I would have to wear a turtleneck because my neck turns bright red because I am so nervous about it. And so I did this to try to get over that fear. So I did it in high school, and I played basketball in high school. I was athletic, and I came in as a runner-up several times, like 4 times. I was pretty encouraged the year I made top 10. I did this pageant 3 times, and my senior year, my last pageant, I came in first runner-up. And so Cathy will post the picture, and that's me right there, and that's from the Carthage Courier of November 1991. I was a senior in high school, and yeah, I had the big hair, but the girl next to me that won, she actually went on and won the state. So I like to say I was first runner-up to Miss Teen Tennessee. I wasn't, but I cried. I cried so hard, and I'm sure people thought it was because I didn't win. That wasn't it. I was so tickled to win first runner-up. It made all of that was good enough for me. That's all I ever aspired to. I always fumbled up on the question. I nailed the question that year, and so I was never a queen. Never a queen. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride in that. And I still have that dress. I still have that dress. My sweet mama made payments on that dress for a long time. So was Cathy a fitness coach?
No. No, that never happened. I do like the Beachbody workouts. I have been doing those for many years now. I am not a Beachbody coach. I've been asked or told I should do it. I just don't see myself that way. But thank you. I do work out, but thank you for that. So.
You could be. She is very religious. She's very religious in her workouts.
In my
every
workouts,
day, you're self-disciplined and
in my diet, I do what works for me, but it may not be for everyone, Right. So I don't think I could help people in that area. Would be a good motivator in that area as far as food goes. I think some of it's in your head, and you just have to focus. And it may be frowned upon, some of the things I eat. Not that I eat bad. I probably don't eat as much as I should. So I wouldn't want to steer someone in the wrong direction in that way. I don't know. I just don't think I would have that in me. I don't know. And
okay. You never know. You never thought you had a YouTube channel.
That is true. That's true.
You never know.
Yeah.
Rachel, why is it that you don't like to drive on the other side of the highway? Meaning when you two were doing some fast food reviews, you said you don't come on this side of the highway. Was just wondering why. Well, it's not a matter of, for our international friends, it's not a matter of driving on the opposite side of the highway. It's actually a physical location. Like, I don't like to cross the interstate where we live. Meaning, the way that the interchange is designed, the traffic backs up, and hopefully they're going to correct that in the next couple of years. It's a state road, so things take a little while.
Well, our area is getting, what is it? It's not quite 100 people move to the Nashville area
every day. It's insane.
So it's growing.
And obviously, being in the industry, I mean, it's good for me.
Right.
But on the flip side, we deal with increased traffic, and especially and our neighborhood is great because we're located right behind all the shopping that we could need.
Right. So
we have a Target, we have a Publix, we have a Kroger.
So we don't have to get out.
We don't have to get out. And
so to cross the
interstate. And I cross the interstate.
She crosses. She doesn't want to go across town. Is what
I don't want to go across town, and it's
literally
literally a mile away.
Right.
But I cross it every morning to go to the gym, every single day except Sunday, and sometimes I go Sunday afternoon. So it's just, the traffic is a nightmare, and I think in that particular video we were just going to the next exit.
Right.
But it's just dealing with the traffic, and so I joke about having to go all the way to that side of town when to be up to the other side of the town we live in, I could be into Nashville proper in the same amount of time.
I still disagree with it.
Okay, fine. But it's just a hassle. When we first moved here, and I think you too, they were doing construction to widen
the road. Right. And they did, yeah. Because that was a 2-lane road.
Oh my gosh, and it took forever for them to do it.
Yeah.
And you were always stuck in construction.
Yeah.
And I just got out of the habit of going up there. So now that I go to the gym up there, it's kind of broken my I don't like to cross the interstate thing, but I still complain about it, so to speak. I still complain. Woo, you're going to have to edit this a lot because it's a long one. Okay.
All right, it's been well documented that what Rachel goes through to her hair straightened, but I want to know how Cathy gets hers so perfectly, for a lack of a better word, windblown.
And they mean that in a nice way.
In a nice way. Said it fits me to a T. Yeah.
I told her she should record it.
I probably get my hair cut maybe 4 or 5 times a year, and I go back home. I go to Louisville. A really good friend of mine from high school cuts my hair, and I color it myself. So yeah, because we're not really blonde, by the way. Not that anyone thought we were, but so, and then I just curl it and whatever, and yeah, I'm thinking about going for a different style now. I don't know.
Well,
it's been a while since I've changed it up.
I don't change mine.
So there's not much to it. I don't have any treatments on it, except coloring. I don't do anything.
Not like me.
No,
He's so high maintenance. Yeah.
Because my hair is straight.
Yeah.
My hair is Rachel's. It's like we're doing the opposite.
She's trying to get wave in hers, and I'm trying to get mine flat.
Right.
So yeah. So that was all the questions that we got submitted. If you guys come up with anything else, comment below. If you want us to expand upon any of these, ask away too. Maybe we'll do an update in a couple of months. Maybe. That's a big maybe. If you guys hate this one, we may not revisit this. So
I hope that it helps you all get to know us better and know why we do certain things. And
while we're always at Cathy's house, because mine's always trashed.
But yeah, I enjoy doing the channel. I enjoy most of the comments. Should we read the bad comments? I don't know. Or the inappropriate comments we get.
Yeah.
Or the inappropriate emails we get.
Yes, we've had several inappropriate emails. And let me just say, if you send us something that you wouldn't send your mama, I can guarantee you that I have shared it with all of my girlfriends, and we have laughed our asses off about it. So if you feel the need, as my mama would say, if you're feeling
proud of a certain part.
if you're feeling froggy, then jump. But you're gonna wait and see what's on the other side, because it's just, you would not believe the stuff that we get. Seriously, would you?
Not till we started this.
No,
it's like, that doesn't happen. People don't do that.
Yep, they do, and I'm glad that fulfilled your need and mine for a good laugh. So
maybe it wasn't so bad.
Okay, Pollyanna, look at you. This isn't bad. Like, no, it was offensive. It wasn't what I wanted to see. So please don't take that as an open invitation. I guess we could shame them, but no, we won't do that. So we won't do that.
We're
But
nicer than that.
you are.
But I do want to say thank you. We appreciate everyone that watches and all your comments. We love to hear your all's 2 cents too, you know?
That's right. That's right. It's a like we've always said, it's a dialogue. It's a little hard when we're just giving you a message one way. And Lacey is just dying to get us. But it's a dialogue, and please keep the comments coming, the likes, subscribes, and shares. And again, we do pay attention. We know you guys are there, and we appreciate that so very much. We really do. So
I hope you guys like the video. If you do, thumbs up, or you can give us a thumbs down if
That's
you want
right.
to.
For those of you that do it in the first 5 minutes, I'm glad you stuck around to hear us tell you to do that. So
anyway, thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't.
like, comment, and share.
And have a great day.
Bye.
Lacey, stop.